Rising in the high Cairn Gordons and reaching the North Sea at Aberdeen, the Dee is one of Scotland's finest salmon rivers, renowned the world over as a mecca for the fly fishermen, and the Aberdeen District Angling Association owns or leases 3 choice beats on the lower half of the river, all within easy access of Aberdeen City and providing salmon and sea trout anglers with superb sporting opportunities. The furthest upstream of the association's Dee fishings is Middledrum, currently on a short-term lease and located approximately 11 miles west of Aberdeen near the village of Drumoak. This 4-rod beat has approximately 1 mile of left bank fishing, most of which does not require wading, and boasts an excellent fishing hut, the Dramery, in which hangs a cast of a portmanteau salmon caught in one of its pools. Early spring salmon can be taken, although the beat fishes best as the sea trout and salmon begin to arrive in the early summer. The upper section begins with the island stream, a series of fast runs and a good spot to target sea trout and grilse of a summer's evening. The stream then joins the flow from the back of the island and forms one of the main holding pools on the beat, the Cairnton. An easy wade with the salmon lying in the deeper water towards the far bank. In high water conditions, the fish move over to our side and can be covered with a relatively short cast. This pool holds large numbers of salmon towards the back end of the season. The lower section of the beat begins with the famous Lawson Pool. At around 750 metres, this is one of the longest and best high water pools on the entire River Dee and yields large numbers of salmon every year. In early autumn, with 2 feet of water on the gauge, this pool can produce some truly red-letter days. Below the Lawson is one more short pool, the Kelpie, often overlooked but which really comes into its own in very low water conditions, as salmon rest up in this small section of deep, oxygenated water close into the Middledrum banking.
My name is Paul Addison and I'm the president of the Aberdeen District Angling Association, and today I'm fishing our Middledrum beat on the River Dee. And the Middledrum beat is our latest acquisition to the portfolio of fishings that the association has. It's a wonderful beat to be on because easily accessible by members. Excellent fly fishing. We've got a wonderful selection of wildflowers that you can sit and engage in. And earlier on, I saw an otter breaking the surface. The association prides itself on the diversity of fishings which we have. We've got the 4 rivers, the River Dee, the River Don, the River Eithne and the River Fuke. So this offers a fishing all through the year. The salmon season starts on the River Dee on the 1st of February. We acquired this fishing in early March, and it was only 2 or 3 days later after acquiring it, I caught the very first fish for the season for the Miss Beat, and it was an 8 pounds bar of silver. If ever there was an incentive to keep fishing here, that was it, and that's why I'm here today.
A few miles downstream at Mary Cooter, approximately 9 miles west of Aberdeen, is Kincowsie, a double bank beat for up to 6 rods on which the association has recently taken a multi-year lease. With over 50 salmon recorded in the first season of our tenure, this bodes well for future catches as our members get to know the beat hotspots on the extensive fishings. The Bridge Pool, the uppermost on the beat and historically prolific, can still hold large numbers of salmon, which pause here prior to negotiating the fast shallow water above. Now deeper and wider than formerly, it is a challenge for the fly fishermen and is expected to fish well with the spinner when, at specific times of the season, and with due regard to the Dee Conservation Code, river levels allow the method. The first of the good fly fishing water starts immediately below the new Aberdeen Bypass Bridge, in an area called the Flats, a gently shelving section of the river featuring classic glides favoured by resting fish when the sea trout run is on. With easy wading from the left bank, fish lying between mid-river and the right bank are easily covered. In high water they will lie closer into the left side of the bank. The corner pool is a continuation of the flats and holds running fish as they come out of the streamy water below. The Woods Pool, to some anglers, is the best on the beat and runs for several hundred metres downstream with a good flow for fly fishing at most water heights, with fish lying in the fast deep water on the right bank. An easy wade and cast from the left side. Good numbers of salmon are landed from this pool each year, and a 25 pound plus fresh fish was caught towards the end of a recent season. Below the Woods Pool, and named after a long gone parking spot, is the Car Park Pool. The river has formed a new fast streamy run on the south bank, from which a number of salmon have been taken in low water. The island pools, the fastest, deepest and rockiest section of the beat, is a good place to tent resting fish before they run the faster sections, and when river levels are low enough, it is possible to wade across to the south bank below the car park pool. These pools are then easily fished. The Powberry, a deep pool with a fast neck and a long steady tail, is perhaps the best low water cast in the beat. Fishing starts above the tip of the island, casting tight into the deep water on the right bank, where the fast stream behind the island re-enters the river. Fish hold between the middle and the right bank, with most taken on the edges of the fast current. The Blair's Pool, the lowest on the beat, holds large numbers of resident fish in its tail at the back end of the season, while in early summer it provides good sea trout sport.
Hi, my name's Matt. I've been a member of the association for a few years now. I've only just recently taken up the double hander in the last couple of seasons. It's been a great place to learn it as well. You can see I'm here at Kincowsie, there's so much room. Back snags, which was perfect for me learning this. There's such a variety of water here and variety of the banks, different places to learn different tactics. You know, it's just so easy to do. So fishing at Kincowsie, it varies, the conditions vary. Earlier in the year, obviously the water's quite a lot higher and colder. There's some deeper pools and some shallower waters, so no matter what the conditions are, there always seems to be somewhere that you can get a good cast in. In the summertime when it's low, there's specific pools here, you know, that are very productive. And then even further up, you know, there's other lies that work better in high water, and the fish get running through them, and you know, you kind of wait for a bit of high water to come.
Situated on the southern outskirts of the city, our Bankery Devenick and Garthdee beats are the furthest downstream of the ADAA's defishings. There is access and parking at the top of the beat beside the Bankery Devenick church, although many anglers choose to walk upstream from the main parking area at Waterside Farm. At the top of the beat, the manse, a wide deep pool, can be difficult to fly fish due to its high bankings, and although it is perhaps more suited to spinning when permitted, a few salmon are taken here each year on the fly. Below the manse pool, and also fished from the right bank, is the church stream, a section of the beat that has improved significantly over recent years due to gravel movement deepening the water on the left side. This 200 metres or so of fast streamy water with easy wading returns sea trout, grilse and salmon from May onwards. The ladies and bridge pools can be difficult to fish due to their steep banks, but benefit from the flow and main fish holding section being located into the south side. A short walk downstream is the next pool of note, Shaw's Pot, an excellent fly fishing pool which takes a bit of river craft to get the best out of. Depending on river height, the main pool below the gravel bar extends for 100 metres or so, with the fish tending to lie in the deep tree-lined water on the north bank. Just below the Riverside Farm parking area is the Belties Pool, excellent in summer and autumn and one of the first stopping points for salmon that have left the tidal water below. Fish lie in the deep water close into the south bank, although the main lies are along a ridge of boulders that run down the middle and towards the tail of the pool. The final and most famous pool on the Bankery Devenick and Garthdee beats is the Pump House Pool, located at the top of the Dee's extensive tidal reaches. In the summer and autumn, when river levels are low, a sizable gravel bar is exposed at the head of the pool, and large numbers of salmon and grilse can build up in the pool as they decide to either run the gravel bar and continue their journey upstream or drop back with the tide. Given low water conditions, catches of very fresh grilse and salmon can be prolific. To ensure the best fishing experience for anglers on the Kincowsie and Middle Drum beats and on the Pump House Pool of the Bankery Devenick and Garthdee beats, rod numbers are limited each day. Using the online booking system, members can pre-book a fishing session free of charge. Pre-booking, though, is not currently required in any of the extensive remaining water on the Bankery Devenick and Garthdee beats.
Shields and dames, loons and quines, monies and wifeys and Aberdeen in a queen. The fishing your game, you want to get better value for your seller than membership with the Aberdeen District Angling Association. So come and join us.